What if the reason you're not feeling much joy right now isn't because your life is lacking something, but because your attention is somewhere else? Have you ever reached the end of the day and realized nothing actually went wrong? You got a lot done, you kept life moving, but you also can't remember a single moment that genuinely felt good. Like your life is moving along, you're going through the motions, but you're not really experiencing it. If this feels familiar, then in this video, we're going to do a deeper dive into why this happens. And more importantly, what you can do about it. So let's get into it. In my work as a psychologist, a very common comment I hear is this: nothing is actually wrong with my life, but I feel like I'm just getting through my days. Not really enjoying anything anymore. And usually they're not depressed, they're not anxious people, they're not unhappy with their life overall, but they just can't remember the last time they genuinely felt happy or even had a small moment of joy. And over the years, I've started to notice a pattern. The people who feel like this often have a few things in common. Firstly, they're usually very capable, responsible people. They're the ones who keep life running. They're planning ahead, organising family schedules, managing work deadlines, remembering appointments, replying to messages, being reliable, constantly thinking about what needs to happen next. And secondly, they often notice that even when something pleasant is happening, their mind automatically jumps ahead to what's next. And before they even realise it, the moment has passed. And they didn't get to really feel it, to experience it. Sometimes they didn't even get a chance to notice it was happening at all, and it passed them by and they missed it completely. And this is where it helps to understand what your brain is actually doing here. When your brain is carrying ongoing responsibility, it naturally shifts into problem-solving mode. In this state, your attention becomes focused on what needs fixing, what hasn't been done yet, what might go wrong. And to be clear, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be incredibly helpful. It keeps life running. It helps you manage a lot. But here's the part that most people don't realize. Your brain tends to notice what it's looking for. For example, if I were to ask you right now to look around your space and find all the things that were blue, you probably would see quite a lot of blue things that you probably hadn't even registered before. But you'd be missing everything else. And that's exactly what happens when your brain is in problem-solving mode. It's scanning for what's wrong, what's missing, what needs attention. So those are the things that you see. So it's not that joy has disappeared from your life. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's your attention that's been pulled somewhere else. And anything outside of that just doesn't fully register. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes a lot of sense. Our brains evolved to prioritize survival, to stay alert, to scan the environment for potential threats. It helped keep us safe. But in modern life, that same system can get redirected towards deadlines, responsibilities, and just other life pressures. So when your attention is focused on managing life, it naturally leaves less space for actually experiencing it. And this actually is good news because it means that joy hasn't disappeared. It's still there. It just hasn't been in your field of awareness. So the shift isn't about changing your whole life. It's about redirecting your attention and helping your brain realize it doesn't need to stay in problem-solving mode all the time. You can use that mode when you need it, and then allow yourself to come back into a more settled, relaxed state as well. So how do we begin to retrain our brains? One simple place to start is something I call a joy pause. Once or twice a day, just gently ask yourself, what is one small moment I could enjoy right now? It might be something really simple, like having the house to yourself and a bit of peace and quiet, or feeling the wind and the breeze on your skin, or seeing a beautiful bird or flower in your garden. And then pause just a few seconds longer than you normally would and really let yourself feel it. Immerse yourself in that moment. Use your senses to anchor you to the moment. What can you feel, see, hear? Let it land in your body, not just in your thoughts. And I know this can sound small, but something really important is happening here. You're not just trying to feel better. You're teaching your brain something new. You're retraining it. You're showing it that it doesn't need to stay in problem-solving mode all the time, that it's safe to pause, even briefly, and that nothing is going to fall apart if you step out of that constant doing. And over time, these small moments start to send a different message to your nervous system. Instead of stay alert, keep going, don't stop, it begins to learn it's okay to slow down, it's safe to be here. And this is actually great news, because the more your brain experiences these moments, the more it begins to look for them. And the more it looks for them, the more you start to notice. And that's how those small moments of joy begin to come back into your everyday life. Because when life feels full, joy doesn't disappear because life is empty. It disappears because your attention is working so hard to keep everything running. But when you bring your attention back, those small moments start to feel like something again. And over time, that's how joy begins to return. You don't need a completely different life to feel more joy. You simply need more presence within the life you already have. If this is something you'd like help practicing, you can download a free chapter from my book, Stop Rushing, Start Living, which is full of simple practical tools to help you slow down and feel more present in your everyday life. You'll find the link below in the comments. And if you would like to explore this more deeply, I go into much more detail in the book itself, which is available on most online retailers as an audiobook, paperback and ebook. And the link for that is in my bio. Slow down, notice more, because life is meant to be experienced, not just organized.